Hello there, I'm Scotty. You're not. Well, in the lead up to the 2025 Kids' Choice Awards, which I don't watch anymore, I saw who the host was supposed to be and I went, they're like, here's your Kids' Choice host, Tyler. And I went, who? I have no idea who that is. So I haven't watched it for a while. I think the last one I watched was one of the ones that John Cena hosted. Was that 2022, 23, whatever it was? Because I know they had that one at home for COVID in 2020. And then Kenan Thompson hosted the next year, and it was semi at home. And then I think John Cena was 2022 and 2023. So I'm thinking 2023. Because then we started watching streaming stuff. And I was bringing more movies and stuff. We're watching, yeah. So, yeah. But I used to watch it all the time back in the day. And one of the first, if not the first one that I ever watched, was the 1997 Kids' Choice Awards. I think because I was 10 when this show came out, from the Grand Olympic Auditorium in Los Angeles, California in 1997. I did not look up the uh, the day it came out or month, but yes. So it was hosted by Rosie O'Donnell, who would host forever, basically. She did it for 8 years. The first year she did it was in 1996, co-hosting with Whitney Houston. This was the first time that she was fully hosting the show. And for us who grew up back in the day, this was big. The Kids' Choice Awards, us Nickelodeon kids, it was big stuff. Watching this show, you can tell this was a transition period of the shows that you knew so much of. Throw it in there, little things like, oh, that's in there, Rugrats. But there was, I don't know. They do mention Kenan and Kel as well, but I don't know. It's just that this felt, I don't know. I think 1998 will feel a little bit different, but we'll see how that works. But even the movies that are picked some of them are confusing, and yeah. So if you don't know what the Kids' Choice Award is, you were able to go online. This started in 1987, which is the year of my birth. Yes. So it's 38 years old, this thing. The Kids' Choice Awards is just as old as I am. So, whenever I die, that's when you gotta end them. You can keep them going until I die. I won't die for a while. So when we get to the 85th annual Kids' Choice Awards, and I'm 85 years old, and there's people I've never heard of while I'm watching with my great grandkids, and I'm going, who dat? I don't know, but this brought back memories and of good God, they're young. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through not all of them. It would be cool if I was able to do all 10 of these, because 1997 to 2006, that's my years, right? Those are my years. That's my teen years, right? I turned 19 in 2006, and it would be cool if I could do 2006, but I can't because it's not on YouTube. Jack Black hosted that year, so I get 7 years of Rosie O'Donnell, followed by Cameron Diaz and Mike Myers, and then Ben Stiller, as they started to pick the host based on the movies that were coming out. So, yeah. So, Kids' Choice Awards 1997, and it starts off weird, this one. After some ads, some commercials. They're commercials back then, when ads, commercials. We cut to what looks like the Rosie O'Donnell talk show. And she's sitting there talking, and she says, well, I was supposed to host the Kids' Choice Awards this year, but I wasn't able to do it. So they had Danny Tamborelli and some of the kids from Kids' Choice Awards to come here and give me something. And so Danny Tamborelli comes out. He's not on all that yet. He's from the Adventures of Pete and Pete. He comes out with a bunch of these kids, and they got this big old crate box. And you already know what's going to happen, right? You see this, and you're like, okay, something. She's the host. So they say there's something in the box, and then they push her in the box, and they wheel her all the way to the Kids' Choice Awards magically. So, yes. Kids' Choice Awards starts with Kel Mitchell coming out and rapping Kids' Choice, I guess. And if I want to point out something that's very annoying, they keep playing it. It's during the transition where they're going to back to Rosie and to different people. It's the music that plays when they go to announce who the winner is. Kids' Choice. Gets a little bit annoying. And I'm sitting here going, but this is very 90s. This was very, very 90s. Yeah. Yeah. So our commentary, kinda, they pop up here and there. Our NFL commentator, Terry Bradshaw, and Kevin McShout, who is just Josh Server yelling the whole time. Yeah, I don't always point out every time they go there. There's one more time I talk about it, but yeah, they're doing commentary, I guess. So then it's announced that Cindy Crawford will be giving out the first award, and I went, Cindy Crawford? Because that's what I think when I think of Kids' Choice. Okay. So the first Kids' Choice Award is for Favorite Movie Actor. And the nominees are Jim Carrey, The Cable Guy. Because that's what kids would vote. Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible. It's a little better. Will Smith, Independence Day. Now that's what I call a close encounter. They showed that clip. Robin Williams in Jack. And the Kids' Choice goes to Jim Carrey. I was like, you've got to be. I'm like, Will Smith's winning this. He's got this. He doesn't got this. Jim Carrey won for a movie that was not well received. Yet it won an award for Jim Carrey winning favorite actor. Favorite movie actor. Yeah. He makes his speech. He says he wants to adopt all the kids. I won't remember all their speeches, but I remember this one. He wants to adopt all the kids. You're my kids. And I'm like, hi, Dad. Because I was watching at the time back then. I said that now, not then. I don't remember what I said then. But yes, and he leaves, and we get Fran Drescher and Devon Sawa. Rosie mispronounces his name as Devon Sawa. To announce, the gag here is that Fran won't shut up. And then when when Devon says, my boy Devon Sawa says, it's time to announce the nominees. She goes, okay, just shut up and let me do it. So it's the nominees for favorite movie actress. Whoopi Goldberg in Eddie. Movie I've heard of but never seen. Apparently was good enough to be on a Kids' Choice Award. Whitney Houston, The Preacher's Wife. Heard of that one. Rosie O'Donnell, Harriet the Spy. Gee, I wonder who won. And Michelle Pfeiffer, One Fine Day. I've never even heard of that one. Yeah, Rosie won. I know. The camera editing is weird here because, and the one the Kids' Choice is, it cuts to Rosie going, and then it does the Kids' Choice, and Rosie comes down. Like, why would you cut to Rosie? They gave it away. Yes, she's really the supporting actress in that movie, though. But why didn't Michelle Trachtenberg get nominated instead of her? Because Rosie's the host? Doesn't make any sense to me. She's the supporting actress in that movie, not the. She's in like half the movie, if even. Michelle, I don't know. We go back to Terry and Kevin as Kevin yells too much and falls out of his chair. That's all I got. We then cut to Mara Wilson and Martin Short, who are going to announce the favorite animal star. And I went, Dawa. And Martin Short is a boxer, I guess. I don't know how to fit the category. You got the Rocky theme playing as he comes out. He said he wants to be a boxer, and then he falls down, and Mara announces the nominees. Because you don't want to mess with Mara Wilson. The Nostalgia Critic knows that much. We have Chance from Homeward Bound 2. I better remember that movie. Flipper from Flipper. Yes, Brendan. You got it. I'm cutting Flipper's hair. Pongo from 101 Dalmatians, the live action one, and Sassy from Homeward Bound 2. And the winner is Pongo. And I like that they actually had the dog come out and get they handed it to him, probably like peanut butter on it or something, but he couldn't, you know. Yeah. And then, this blew my mind. We had the first musical guest. This is when they had more than one musical guest. When they did this, it was cool. But it cuts back to Rosie, and she's like, okay, kids. Well, first of all, she asked some kid to tell her a joke, and the kid's like, not now, maybe later. But she's like, you're right, this is a live show. We don't want to interrupt it. Okay, so kids, what do you think of when I say root beer? And they say soda. And what do you think of when I say ginger ale? And they say soda. Why is this tint? Excuse me. And then she says, and this got me. This had me pop. He goes, what do I think of? What do you think of when I say a chicken cherry cola? And I went, no way. No way. Yes, because our musical guest is Savage Garden performing Ooh, I want you, I don't know if I need you, ooh, I die to find out. And I realized something. I don't know the fucking words. I don't know the words. Every time I think I close my eyes and I'm taken to a place of a chicken cherry cola. I know the chorus. That's about it. Every time I just close my eyes and then I'm taken to a place of a chicken cherry cola. That's I don't know the words. I just know the chorus, I guess, but it was cool. I had the CD right here. First one. It's got that song, Truly Madly Deeply, To the Moon and Back. There's other ones. But, yeah. After that, we go to a commercial. As well as cool as seeing the 1997 commercials. We also find out that following Kids' Choice Awards will be the premiere episode of Angry Beavers. And now I feel old. Because I watched that. I remember watching that. So I know I watched the show because I remember watching it. So we come back, and Matt Lawrence and Ryder Strong are here with some football player I don't know. And they're announcing their favorite movie, Happy Gilmore, Independence Day, The Nutty Professor. I was like, no, really? Really? Okay. And Twister. And the winner is Independence Day, accepted by Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum doesn't know what to do. They're like, hey, yeah. Will Smith's done this before, but Jeff Goldblum's like, hey, thanks, kids. Yeah. Uh-huh. Next, we get Melissa Joan Hart and Jonathan Lipnicki, who is said to be from Jerry Maguire. So, of course, he annoys Melissa Joan Hart by going, did you know that the... And she freezes him before giving out the nominees for favorite cartoon. And we have... The hell is that first one I wrote? Seven-Trois. Ace Ventura cartoon. I was shocked that was nominated. Animaniacs. Rugrats. Guess who won? And The Simpsons. Guess who won? Rugrats. And I do like, they use some, it's like stock animation of Tommy Pickles, and he's thanking everyone. But the whole time he's doing it, he's reading off a paper, and I went, he's a baby, he can't read. But it's cool they got E.G. Daily to do the voice for that. That's pretty cool. We're now in the TV category, so it's favorite TV actress. The cast of all that comes out to introduce them, and it's Kenan Kel, Josh Server, who's taking a break from being Kevin McShout, and Amanda Bynes. I don't think Lloyd Beth is there, but they're there. About the favorite TV actress, and the nominees are Jennifer Aniston from Friends, Courtney Cox from Friends, Tia and Tamara Mowry from Sister, and Roseanne from Roseanne. Now look at all these nominees and think who the kids would pick. If you guessed Tamia and Tamara Mowry, you're right. Of course they're the only kid nominees. What kids are gonna pick? What kid is watching Friends except for me, my mom? I don't know. Yeah, we go to commercial and we find out that the winners for favorite video games and book. So I'm gonna go to book first. Favorite book is Matilda by Roald Dahl. The other nominees I found out later are Goosebumps: How to Kill a Monster, James and the Giant Peach, also by Roald Dahl, and Goosebumps: The Girl Who Cried Monster. Now the travesty of favorite video game, NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Now look at what games it beat out. Donkey Kong Country 2, blasphemy. Super Mario 64, blasphemy. And Toy Story the video game, blasphemy. You telling me some basketball game, and I know NBA Jam is goated. I know. But there ain't no way it deserves to win over Mario 64, Donkey Kong Country 2. Those are goated too. I'm sorry. During the commercial, we get a promo for Good Burger announcing it's going to happen. And then we come back as Immature performs Watch Me Do My Thing, featuring Kel Mitchell and Marquise Houston, who's Roger from Sister. Yeah, after that performance that I did not care for, because I never heard of Immature before. I think maybe they'd been on All That and performed with Kel, but I don't remember. Favorite TV actor is announced by Terry Hatcher and Damon Wayans. And Terry Hatcher says he wants to be her, Damon Wayans says he wants to be her Superman. And she goes, well, he can, he's really strong. He goes, I was really strong in Blank Man. And she's like, well, he can leap tall buildings in a single bound. I jumped over Shaquille O'Neal in Celtic Pride. He wears his underwear on the outside of his, big red underwear on the outside of his pants. He goes, I can do that. And he pulls out these boxers and puts them on. He goes, okay, you're my Superman. So the favorite TV actor, the nominees are Tim Allen, Home Improvement. Michael J. Fox from Spin City. Nice, Spin City gets some recognition. That's kind of like a forgotten show, you know. LL Cool J for In the House. Speaking of forgotten shows, what the hell is that? And Jonathan Taylor Thomas for Home Improvement. And the winner is, or the Kids' Choice goes to, Tim Allen, who accepts from the set of Home Improvement, and there's a laugh track as he says he's going to play in the bathtub with both of his blimps that he has. And that's not appropriate. Yeah. We then get a favorite TV show announced by Countess Vaughn from Moesha, Michelle Trachtenberg, which I've been going, and then Jean-Claude Van Damme, who rides out on a motorcycle. And they announced the nominees for favorite TV show, which is All That, America's Funniest Home Videos, Goosebumps, and Home Improvement. And winner is Home Improvement, which is accepted by Zachary Ty Bryan, Taryn Noah Smith, and Patricia Carson Richardson. I wrote it down because she did, yeah. And yeah, they're arguing over who's going to get it, and she's like, I'm going to take it. I told my kids I'd take it. So, was it Zachary Ty Bryan is like, I'm going to take it home and put it next to my soccer trophies. And Taryn Noah Smith's like, I'm taking it home and put it next to my fencing trophies. She goes, no, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. I told my kids I'd bring it home with me. So then, next is so this one was confusing. Tia and Tamara Mowry announced as Tia and Tamara Mowry by Rosie O'Donnell. And Zachary Ty Bryan and little brother Taj Mowry, but Taj too, announced the international winners. And Nick Latin is Enrique Iglesias. And Nick Germany is the Backstreet Boys, which doesn't surprise me because they are very big internationally, especially in Germany. And in Nick Australia and the UK is the Spice Girls. Yes. Then we get the favorite male athlete, brought to us by Krista Yamaguchi and Tom Arnold. Tom Arnold wants to be like Brian Boitano. He's got the shirt. He wants to do a doubles figure skating, but she's not sure, and then it doesn't work. So the favorite male athlete, Ken Griffey Jr. of the Seattle Mariners. baseball. Michael Jordan, Chicago Bulls. Basketball. Shaq, and the LA Lakers, basketball. And Emmitt Smith, my boy, from the Dallas Cowboys, football. Shaq wins. Michael Jordan. This is like towards the end of Michael Jordan's career. He couldn't win one. He probably won one before, but I don't know. Yeah. Next, Jeff Goldblum is back with Vanessa Lee Chester and Wayne Knight. I love how Rosie announces as these two people will be battling dinosaurs in the Lost World Jurassic Park, and our third one would have been there, but he got eaten in the first one. She announced Jeff Goldblum and Vanessa Lee Chester and Wayne Knight. They're there. And they announced favorite male athlete, Dominique Dunn, Shannon Miller, Dominique Mosamu, and Krista Yamaguchi. I may have heard of Shannon Miller before, but the other two I had no idea who it was. Krista Yamaguchi won. She's the only one I knew anyway, so yeah, I probably would have voted for her too. Then we get favorite sport team after a commercial break, brought to us by Shannon Miller and Chris Farley, who I guess was supposed to break a plank of wood, but instead he just destroyed the podium. Favorite sports team. The nominees are Chicago Bulls, Green Bay Packers, Orlando Magic, and the New York Yankees. And the winner, Green Bay fucking Packers. I hate the Green Bay Packers. Some dude who I don't know accepts for them and says that Brett Favre, what did he say? He has like a teddy bear to sleep or something like that. Barbie doll when he sleeps. Okay, then we get to the music section. Favorite music group. Presented by Patricia Richardson and Tara Nolan Smith from Home Improvement. The nominees are Boyz II Men, Fugees, Hootie and the Blowfish, and TLC. And out of all those, would you believe it, Fugees wins? I know the song that they sing, but I never heard of the band before. What? Fugees? Then Jewel performs the song You Were Meant for Me. Lean back, even after you're gone. That song. Yeah. Rosie's then there at the Wayans Brothers as they announce the next presenters are Patrick Stewart and Vincent Kartheiser from the movie. Sorry, I don't remember the movie they're from, but they're in a movie together. And the joke is that Vincent Kartheiser keeps making Star Wars references, but Patrick Stewart was in Star Trek. And he's like, "Hey, can I announce the nominees?" He goes, "Make it so, number one." Hey, you sound like that. You sound like that guy from Star Trek. So, favorite singer, Brandy, Coolio, LL Cool J, and Alanis Morissette. And the winner is Coolio. I probably would vote for him too. I like Coolio. Then we do the favorite song, brought to us by Sinbad, Tyra Banks, and WNBA basketball star Lisa Leslie. I know the name. And the songs are Always Be My Baby by Mariah Carey, Come On Ride That Train, We're Riding On by the Quad City DJs, Killing Me Softly with His Words by the Fugees, and I Love You Always Forever by Donna Lewis. And the Fugees win again, and I'm like, okay, I know the song, but who are the Fugees? And then the same position they were, right? And then they couldn't find Rosie, so they just cut to Coolio coming out to sing his song. And you can hear the technician goes, "I can't get a camera. We can't get it right." I'm like, what is going on? And all of a sudden you just hear, I'm like, okay, I guess Coolio's performing the winner. Keep on pushing, moving on up. Everybody, we're moving on up. You're a winner. What, didn't Space Jam come out in 1996? Right? How come that wasn't nominated for anything? I don't know. Yeah, and after that, we get the Kids' Choice Hall of Fame Award. There are no nominees. There's only one person that's getting the award, and this year it is the one, the only. Well, first of all, it's announced by Larissa Oleynik and Party of Five Scott Wolf. And they announced the Kids' Choice Hall of Fame Award winner for this year is Will Smith. And you get a bunch of clips, and he comes out and he thanks the kids, he thanks everyone, and yeah, and that's it. Rosie's getting ready to say goodbye, but Madonna interrupts and said, "Hey, nobody's been slimed." And she's like, "Oh yeah, that's right, that's right." And then of course she gets slimed. Yes, and that's where the show goes off the air with the slime. Let me tell you something. This was fun to go back and watch, but I said earlier, it was a bit annoying. The everything Kids' Choice all the time. It was a bit annoying every time they went. And let me tell you something. This was fast paced, right? I couldn't do anything in between this as I was writing it down. And look at this. 2 pages front and back of the paper. 2 pages front and back. It's not like the letter that Rachel wrote to Ross, but that I had to write to keep track of this because I had to remember things. Yeah. And I got 8 more of these to do, and you see my notebook's getting very low, and I forgot to buy more notebooks. Maybe I can find another one that's not completely gone yet. But it was fun, and I don't know. I like seeing the commercials that were on there. The commercials were an added bonus because I was like, it's an hour and a half. With commercials? Yes. Yes, because I think without commercials it would have been shorter. But this was fun. I'll go back and watch this in 1997. Yeah. So, I'm doing this now through the 13th. So from the 4th through the 13th. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. That's 10. What? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What? 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005. So be the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. That's not what the calendar showed me. So it's from the 5th. That makes it better because the 4th of July is kind of busy for everyone. So from the 5th of July all the way through the 13th of July, we're going to be talking about one Kids' Choice Awards a day. That's right. So, what are your thoughts on the 1997 Kids' Choice Awards? Then comment, so much, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'm Sky, and I'll see you in the next one.